Every currency in history has eventually gone to zero. Every single one. This is not a coincidence, it's a pattern. And right now, yours is next in line. Meet Jim. Jim works at a manufacturing plant in Ohio. $3.63 an hour, $7,500 a year. His wife stays home. One income, 4 people. Here is what that one income buys in 1971. A house, $25,200, 3 years of salary. A new car, $3,742, 6 months of savings. Groceries for 4, $330 a month. Healthcare, employer covers everything. Jim pays 0. College tuition, $428 a year. 15 days of work, 15. At the end of every month, after everything, Jim saves 13% of his income. He is building wealth. Now meet Marcus. Same job, same 40 hours a week. Marcus earns $29.95 an hour, $64,500 a year, 8.5 times more than Jim. Sounds like progress, right? Let's look at what that money actually buys. A house, $408,800, 6 years of salary, not 3, 6. A new car, $53,600, almost a full year of work. Groceries, $1,003 a month. But here is where it changes completely. Healthcare premium, $570 a month, deducted before Marcus sees a dollar. His wife works too, they have to, but 2 kids need daycare, $2,460 a month, more than 2 weeks of take-home pay. Internet and phone, $250 a month, not optional. Student loans, $434 a month, every month, for years. His fixed costs exceed his take-home pay before he buys a single item of food. His savings rate, 4%. His credit card balance, $6,500 at 22% interest. If he only makes minimum payments, he will be paying that off for 14 years. Same job, same country, same 40 hours a week. Jim retired with a paid-off house and savings. Marcus cannot see how he ever will. Was this an accident or a pattern that has played out before? Stay with me. You are about to see this exact mechanism across 3 different empires. And at the end, we look at what the people who came out ahead actually did. To understand Marcus's problem, go back 2,000 years. The Roman Empire at its peak. Soldiers paid in a silver coin, the denarius. In 200 AD, that coin is 85% pure silver. It means something because it contains something real. But Rome has a problem. Wars, roads, a growing bureaucracy. The emperor faces a choice. Raise taxes, people revolt. Cut spending, the army revolts. Or do something quieter. Reduce the silver in the coin. Take one coin, melt it down, add cheaper metal. Now you have 2 coins instead of 1. The soldier still gets paid in denarius. The coin looks the same, feels the same. But prices start rising, slowly at first, then faster. By 260 AD, the denarius is only 2% silver. The soldier's purchasing power has collapsed by 97%. No robbery, no theft. Just a quiet technical process most people never understood until it was too late. The Romans did not invent debasement, but they perfected it, and every government since has used the same playbook. Germany, 1921. After World War I, Germany owes massive war reparations. The government cannot pay, so they print money. Meet Anna, a schoolteacher in Berlin. Salary of 13,000 marks. In 1921, enough to live on. She saves carefully. By 1923, 2 years later, a single loaf of bread costs 200 billion marks. Anna's savings are still in her account. The number is still there. It just stops meaning anything. Same mechanism as Rome. Different century, same result. United States, August 15, 1971. Nixon announces on a Sunday evening that the dollar will no longer be backed by gold. Until that moment, every dollar was a promise redeemable for a fixed amount of gold. After that Sunday, the promise ends. The government can now print as much as it wants. Since 1971, money supply up 2,000%, home prices up 1,600%, wages up 850%. This is why Jim could afford a house on one salary, and why Marcus cannot on two. The mechanism is always the same. More units of currency chasing the same amount of real things, each unit quietly worth a little less. We are 55 years past Nixon's Sunday announcement. U.S. national debt, over $36 trillion. Interest payments now exceed the entire defense budget. When a government owes more than taxes can cover, history gives it two options: default, politically catastrophic, or debase, print more, pay back in currency worth less than what was borrowed. Every empire, when forced to choose, has chosen debasement. Rome, Germany, Britain after World War II. The pattern that follows is always the same, which brings us to the part that actually matters. Go back to Anna in Berlin, 1921. Some of her neighbors did something that looked strange. Instead of keeping marks, they converted savings into things the government could not print: land, foreign currency, physical goods. When hyperinflation hit, those neighbors came out intact. Anna did not. In Rome, soldiers who immediately converted early denarius into land or cattle held their wealth. Those who kept coins in a box lost nearly everything. After 1971, the people who understood that the dollar had just been untethered from gold moved quietly into assets that could not be inflated away. Real estate before the price explosion, commodities, businesses that owned physical things. This is not about panic. These people still worked, still paid bills, still lived normal lives. The difference was not dramatic. It was quiet, early, and before the full effect was visible to everyone else. Because by the time everyone understands what is happening, the window is already closed. The denarius did not collapse overnight. It took 60 years. The Weimar mark took 2 years. Fast, but the signs were visible from the beginning for those paying attention. The dollar has not collapsed, but it has lost 87% of its purchasing power since 1971. Not in a crisis, quietly, year by year, through the exact same mechanism Rome used in 200 AD. History does not reward the most surprised. It rewards those who recognize the pattern early enough to act. Subscribe to Financial IQ for clear, evidence-based breakdowns of the forces actually shaping your financial life. Every week. No noise, just the patterns that matter.